All right, folks, it's halftime here at Carey Stadium in Ocean City, New Jersey. Look who we ran into.
Hey, Bob.
Brendan O'Malley.
Good to see you, Bob. Thanks for having me here.
So Brendan O'Malley is the president of the LaSalle Alumni Association Board. We're so happy to have you. What brings you down to Ocean City here today?
Well, we're lucky enough. Actually, we have a house a couple blocks away, super convenient. We came to the game last year, had a great time, and easy commute, but we would be here even if we weren't living down here. So great time, great start to the season. Love to see LaSalle at the shore.
Tell us about the Alumni Association Board, what the board is doing. I know you got some folks here hanging out today, which is great. What is the mission of the board, and what are you guys most looking forward to?
Sure. The mission of the board is to be a liaison between the school and the alumni, such as yourself. And essentially what we do is recruit young alumni, a diverse, dynamic group of individuals that want to give back. We run some events such as Homecoming, which will be on September 30th. We also are heavy on social media, and a big aspect of what we do is networking, Bob. We have a vast network of LaSalle alums going all the way back to the class of 1960. So all the way up through the most recent grad. So networking is a big focus of what we do, and acting as a liaison between the alumni and the school.
So you're a first-year president. You've been on the board for a very long time. You took over for a great man in Bill Murphy. What's Brendan O'Malley's goal for the upcoming year and the years to come?
So my goal is to expand the outreach of the alumni. We lose connection with individuals after they graduate. They go off to college, they go out, they get jobs, they get married, and then they come back in their 30s or 40s. We want to keep that connection strong from the time they graduate all the way through to the time that they have kids and sending their own kids to LaSalle.
You talk about this school, everything that the school does, Brother James and his leadership. From the time that you've left LaSalle to where you are now, what, maybe one thing's too tough, what are a few things that really stand out about the school?
Just the facilities are, it's such a sea change. I mean, they were nothing like what they are now. Listen, we walked down the same road to Springfield Township High School. We did the same type of activities, but the facilities and the amount of kids that go to the school now, the IT that they have, the computer programming, just far and away. And that stuff was bubbling up when we were there in the 90s, but it has really expanded, and it's a completely different place. I was just telling my friend Mike McGovern, a fellow class of 94, you got to get to the school. It's absolutely amazing. To see Bartley Field, Upper Bartley and Lower Bartley, it was just Bartley Field, and it was a rough patch of road, but now it's absolutely beautiful, and they've done a great job.
So before we talk a little bit of football here, anything we missed, anything folks out there that are alums of the school that haven't been engaged, what they need to know about the Alumni Association, how they can get involved?
We're always looking for an extra set of hands. We're looking for individuals that want to give back. A lot of different things we can do, work on a golf outing, work on the Hall of Fame, work on homecoming, do a little bit of networking. We're always willing to get guys that had a good experience at the school and want to give back.
That's great. Well, hey, keep up the good work. I've enjoyed working with you over the years.
It's a pleasure.
We're going to keep up the good work. Let's talk football here. 7-0, same score as this game last year at this time.
To hear that, because I recall last year LaSalle got kicked around.
Malvern scored 28 in the second half, so let's hope for LaSalle fans' sake that doesn't happen here. But what impresses you about Malvern, and what impresses you about LaSalle?
I mean, Malvern's defensive lines and offensive lines are really impressive, even after I know they graduated a couple of individuals. LaSalle is really hanging in there, and they have to produce, they have to score. They've done a great job so far. I will say one thing that jumps out at me, because I didn't watch the North Penn game last week, but man, LaSalle throws a lot. I mean, compared to when we were there, I mean, we were just, everything was off tackle, ground and pound, Joe Callister style. But this is a much different offense. And Mr. Steinmetz was our defensive coordinator in the 90s when we were there. But man, they really do throw the ball. So that's fantastic if they just got to connect on a big play.
How has the school done with alums like yourself and keeping you guys engaged? And specifically, when I say alums, I'm talking about football program alums, teammates of yours. Do you guys stay pretty engaged with the program and connected?
Absolutely. I mean, we were a tight group when we were in school, and that continues today. Some of my best friends are guys that I met freshman year, guys that we blood, sweat, and tears at Camp Canadensis, 3-a-days. I mean, it wasn't 2-a-days back then, Bob. It was 3-a-days, full pads, hitting every practice. Much different environment now, but lifelong bonds came from those days. So happy to do that.
Thanks for doing this. Appreciate you taking some time here at halftime. Thanks for supporting the school in all the ways that you do, and we'll keep getting the message out about the great things the Alumni Association Board is doing.
All right, Bob, thanks for everything you do. Thanks for working on the board, and let's go LaSalle.
There you go. Brendan O'Malley, our guest here at halftime. What a great job he did. Thanks again, everybody, and we'll be right back.